What's good, family? God bless you. I'm a changed man for life. Thank you for stopping and checking out this video. Thank you for stopping in and checking out my channel. If you haven't yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Ring that bell so you get your notifications. Hit the like button. Share. Let folks know about the channel. Help me spread this hope. What's going on with y'all? God bless you guys. Hope everybody had a good Monday. For my Southern California people, I hope you survived the hurricane, earthquake, storm of the century they was talking about. I know in some areas of Southern California it was real bad, so I'm not trying to make fun. I know there was a lot of flood in a lot of places, a lot of mudslides, stuff like that. Out here around that, on the outskirts of the Antelope Valley, wasn't too bad. I praise God for that. But I hope everybody made it through okay. Hope everybody's doing all right. Thank you for rocking with me tonight. Thank you for stopping and checking in. New video. What I want to talk about tonight. I think tonight I want to talk about something that I had stated in a short that I did a few months ago. I had a really quick touch on something that I was eventually going to touch on. And I think I'm going to do that tonight. I see some of y'all checking out my Utah jersey. Jazz fan on mine. Don't hate. I know we garbage, but hey, I'm loyal. You know what I mean? I stick with mine when I rock with the team. That's it. That's all. Ain't no jumping around like some of you, I ain't going to mention y'all fan bases out there to be jumping around. But anyway, so I touched on a topic a few months ago, Gangster for Jesus. And I asked what was everybody's thoughts on that. Do you guys think there is such a thing as being gangster for Jesus? And what first brought this up was, I talked about it on Facebook, and I talked about it on Instagram, and I talked about being gangster for Jesus, and I got a lot of different opinions on what that meant, what that is, what that was. Is it even a thing? Can it be a thing? Is it not Christian to say that? You know what I mean? So I just thought I'd bring it to YouTube, see what kind of feedback I get, share my thoughts with you guys, see what kind of thoughts I get shared back with me. So I guess to really start it off, it's going to be dependent upon what your definition of gangster is. What does it mean to be gangster? And for different people, that means different things. For different ethnicities, that means different things. For different subcultures, for different geographical locations, it means different things. What is gangster to one person might not be gangster to someone else. Some people are going to take it very literal, thinking that gangster means gang member. I got some of that too. That was one of the biggest pushbacks I got, was somebody hollering, "You can't be a gangster for Jesus." But in their mind, they're thinking gang member for Jesus. You know what I mean? And even that is open to interpretation and open to debate. But let me share with you, when I'm talking about being gangster for Jesus, what that means to me. Let me tell you what being gangster means to me. And please understand that now what's in my mind compared to back when I was a gangster, it's different. What I think of as gangster now is different than what I thought gangster was when I was a gangster. That's the difference too. Being gangster or being a gangster. Different things, right? Being a gangster is like you're a gang member, you know what I mean? You either are from a street gang or some kind of criminal organization that would be considered a gang. That's being a gangster. But being gangster can be your mentality. It could be the way you look at things. It could be your personality, the way you carry yourself. It could be stuff you do. Something to me that's very gangster is a grown man taking care of his family. To me, that's gangster. I don't know how many of you know about the Acapulco cliff divers. These dudes, and there's probably women that do it too, that dive off of cliffs into the water. To me, that's gangster. That's G. That takes heart. You can't be scary to do that. And that's what a lot of people, including me, I consider that being gangster. If you got heart to do something, no matter what it is. It could be, back in that street life, we looked at things like if you ran up on your enemies by yourself, and it's like 5 of them, and you recognize and you see them and you run up on them, that's gangster. You about to get whooped. It's 5 dudes. Unless you got serious chunkums, you about to get whooped, but you didn't care. You had that heart. You still, went and did your thing. That's what, to me, being gangster is. When you have heart to do something. If it's cold outside and you work an outside job, or it's extremely hot outside and you work an outside job, but you know you got to pay them bills, you know you got a family that's relying on you to put a roof over their head, to put food in their mouth, and you're tired and you're fed up and maybe you don't feel good, but you still go punch that clock. That's gangster. That's G to me. That's what it is to me, because you're putting heart. You don't care. You're going to handle your business. So when I talk about being gangster for Jesus, that's what I'm talking about. Is willing to do the things for God, willing to put in the work for the kingdom, right? Flip it from what it used to be. When I was on the streets, when I was a gang member, when I was a gangster and I was doing gangster stuff, it didn't matter what time. If the homies called me, I'm there. Didn't matter what day of the week, what hour of the day or night. If it's a party cracking and we rolling. It didn't matter. It didn't matter what the situation was. I was with it. So now flip that and have that same mentality towards building the kingdom of God. That's gangster. That's gangster for Jesus. If somebody calls you in the middle of the night, it's 2 o'clock in the morning and you sleep, but somebody calls you and you answer and they need prayer, or they just want to vent because they're going through something and they want to just talk to you about it because you're their leader, or you're somebody in the church that they respect, or they respect your Christian walk, and you stay up late into the night just being there for them. That's gangster for Jesus. That's G. When your pastor asks you to do something and you might not want to do it, but they ask you to come extra early and clean the bathroom at church, and you might not want to do it because you've got to shower and be in your suit looking all fresh for the service, but you do it anyway because you respect the man of God, and you know that by honoring him, you're honoring God. That's gangster for Jesus. So let me know, what do you guys think about gangster for Jesus? Is there such a thing, and what is it to you? And for my Christian people out there that's watching, are you gangster for Jesus? Let me know how you're G for the kingdom. I know some people are going to be like, nah, fool, you can't keep that same mentality. Quick little story. And I might have told this before in another video, I don't remember. But when I was short to the pad, I was getting ready to get out of prison. And if you're checking out my channel for the first time, or you're checking out a video of mine for the first time, I was in prison for 24 years. I'm an ex-lifer. I had a murder case that I picked up when I was 21 years old, back in 1991. I was given a sentence of 30 to life, and I did 24 years. Came home in 2015, been home for 8 years, and I'm blessed. But in the days leading up to the day I was going to get out, by this time I was already a Christian. For the first 20 years of my incarceration, I was with the homies, still affiliated with my neighborhood and claiming my neighborhood, introducing myself by a nickname in the neighborhood and all that kind of stuff. In 2011, I got saved, started walking as a Christian. So now my last 4 years in prison was as a Christian, still in GP, which is really neither here nor there, but I know sometimes people wonder. But I ran as a Christian, still in a GP yard. But as I was getting ready to come home, the brothers from the church that I was functioning with there, one of them told me, look, bro, when you get out, you got to find you a good church. You got to find you a good Bible teaching church, right? And he tells me, whatever you do, don't go to Victory Outreach. And I laughed because that's exactly where I ended up. I ended up in Victory Outreach. That's where God put me. And I'm blessed to be there. Shout out to all my Victory Outreach people. God bless you. Kind of lost my train of thought, but being gangster for Jesus, what is that to you? You know what I mean? What does that mean to you, to my Christian folks? And speaking of Victory Outreach, I know people that most of the people in Victory Outreach, not all anymore, they're not like it used to be where everybody comes from that street background. A lot of people don't anymore. I know in our particular church, we have educators, we have doctors, we have people from all walks of life. We have people that never touched drugs and never ran with a gang ever. But they know they needed Jesus in their life, and they fell in love with the mission of Victory Outreach, which is to reach the hurting people of the world for the honor and glory of Jesus Christ. But let me know what you guys think about being gangster for Jesus. To me, it's just having that heart to put in that work, whatever it may be. Whether it's going to do a street rally, whether it's spending some of your own money to feed somebody, taking the shirt off your back to clothe somebody, doing the things that as Christians we're supposed to do, and having the heart to do it no matter where it's at. You know what I mean? A lot of ministries don't do what Victory Outreach does. They don't go to the places we go. because they just don't try to be in them areas. But that's where we come from, so we go there. We got that heart. We got that G heart. That's being gangster for Jesus. So y'all let me know, man. God bless you. Tell a friend about the channel. Again, thank you for checking out the video. I'll be seeing y'all again soon. God bless you.